The Devil's Tramping Ground, where Satan walks at night. What you're about to see will challenge everything you thought you knew about the supernatural. Deep in the haunted backwoods of North Carolina lies a place so terrifying that even scientists refuse to explain what they've discovered there. This is the Devil's Tramping Ground, and what happens here every single night will leave you questioning reality itself. The cursed circle that defies science. Picture this: you're walking through dense Carolina woods when suddenly you stumble upon a perfect 40-foot circle of completely dead earth. Nothing grows here. Nothing can grow here. The soil itself is wrong. But here's what will really shock you. This unholy circle has been documented for over 240 years. Before America was even founded, people were already terrified of this place. Government records from 1784 officially labeled this cursed ground as the Poison Field Tract. Our founding fathers knew about this place and were so disturbed by it, they put warnings in legal documents. But why? What were they so afraid of? The 1905 investigation that changed everything. In 1905, a brave investigator named G.W. Pascal decided to do what others were too terrified to attempt. He dug into the circle itself. What he found will haunt you. With my knife, I dug up some of the earth in the circle. Pascal wrote that the soil was bluish, clayey-looking earth that is markedly different from anything natural in the area. Someone or something had deliberately brought foreign soil to create this circle of death. Who would do this? And more importantly, why? Scientists discover the impossible. Scientists discover the impossible. 1946. By 1946, the mystery had become so disturbing that the government stepped in. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture conducted official tests, trying to solve what newspapers called the unexplainable phenomenon. Their results were chilling. The soil wasn't just dead, it was completely sterile, as if every trace of life had been systematically drained and something was actively preventing life from ever returning. But how was this possible, and why had it persisted for centuries without change? The ancient terror. What indigenous tribes knew long before European settlers arrived? The Cherokee people knew the horrible truth about this place. They called it sacred ground, but not in a good way. In 1882, an investigator wrote something that will send chills down your spine, that local Native Americans have all a superstitious dread of the place. And it was with difficulty that I succeeded in getting one of them to visit the place with me. When they finally agreed to dig with him, something happened that terrified even the bravest warrior. After digging just 3 feet, the Cherokee man was so impressed with the supernatural origin that he refused to go any further. What did they find down there? What was so horrifying that it broke the spirit of someone who had lived with these mysteries their entire life? The beast that guards the circle. In the 1930s, hunters started reporting encounters with something that defied explanation. Local newspapers documented a ferocious beast said to resemble a black bear that would chase away anyone who got too close to the circle. But experienced hunters know the difference between a bear and something else. Something that guards this cursed ground, something that ensures whatever walks there in the darkness remains completely undisturbed. The nightly ritual that never stops. Here's where this story becomes absolutely terrifying. For over 200 years, locals have reported the same spine-chilling phenomenon. Every single night when darkness falls, something walks that circle, around and around and around, in an endless ritual of evil. People living miles away report hearing it, steady, rhythmic footsteps that never stop, never vary, never rest. What's walking there? And why can't it stop? Modern evidence that will shock you. Modern visitors report evidence that will make your blood run cold. Objects left in the circle overnight are violently thrown outside by morning. Dogs refuse to enter and howl in terror. Electronic equipment malfunctions or completely dies. Cars won't start after visiting the site. People report feeling watched from the center of the circle. Even today, scientists continue testing the soil, trying to find a rational explanation, but after 240 years of investigation, they're no closer to the truth, the terrifying reality. Recent paranormal investigators have captured footage of mysterious fog moving through the woods around the circle. Fog that appears to move with intelligence. Night vision cameras have recorded unexplained shadows moving within the circle when no one is present. Audio equipment picks up whispers in languages that predate written history. But perhaps most disturbing of all, multiple witnesses report that the pacing footsteps are getting faster, louder, more aggressive, as if whatever walks there is growing stronger with each passing year. What lurks in the darkness? So what is the Devil's Tramping Ground? Is it truly a place where Satan himself conducts his nightly rituals? A portal to somewhere we were never meant to see? Or something even worse, something our ancestors tried to warn us about, but we've forgotten how to understand. The circle remains, the earth stays dead, the pacing continues, and every night in the haunted backwoods of North Carolina, something walks in the darkness, something that has been walking for over 2 centuries and shows no signs of stopping. The next time you're driving through the Carolina mountains on a moonless night and you hear steady footsteps matching no earthly stride, don't stop to investigate. Some mysteries are guarded by things that are better left undisturbed. If this story sent chills down your spine, you're not alone. Thousands of people have experienced the terror of America's most haunted locations. Smash that like button if you want to see more real paranormal investigations from the darkest corners of Appalachia. Your support helps us travel to these cursed locations and document what others are too afraid to explore. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're planning something huge, a live overnight investigation at the Devil's Tramping Ground itself. But we need 10,000 subscribers before we can make it happen. Will you help us reach that goal? Share this video with anyone brave enough to handle the truth about what lurks in America's haunted mountains. Drop a comment below. Have you ever experienced something unexplainable? Your story could be featured in our next investigation. The darkness is real, the mysteries are waiting, and we're the only channel brave enough to find the answers. Subscribe now, because the next story will be even more terrifying.